All right, what's going on, everybody? So it's kind of be a double video. So I'm going to review this Milwaukee 12 volt inflator, and I think it goes up to like 150 psi, and I'm going to test it out on these tractor trailer tires. So this is a W900 Kentworth semi, and I'm going to actually go through and inflate these inside tires, just because, as you can see, they're a little low. So normally you want your tires to be about 95 psi, and this truck's been sitting for a little bit, so the air is kind of slowly leaked out of them. So this one's at 80, and I'm assuming the other ones are going to be a little bit low too. And I just want to see how well this does at higher pressures, because I've seen people do reviews on this little inflator for like car tires. So I want to see kind of what it does for a bigger tire with a higher pressure. So I got it hooked up on the inside here. The stem for that tire is kind of back in there, which is nice with this hose. This hose is like 3 feet long. The only thing is you got to twist it on. You got to basically screw it onto the stem, so it's kind of a pain with the tire like this. But it's nice that it grips on there good, so you don't have to worry about it slipping off while you're inflating. So we're going to go ahead and fire this up. Oops. So then you just get your plus and minus to set your PSI. So the bottom number is what the tire's at right now, and then this top number that I'm adjusting, this little arrow, is what your target is. And then while that goes, we'll just see how long it takes to fill it up. It's only got to go like 16 psi, so it shouldn't hopefully take too long. Well, when I do the next tire, I'll set on time lapse so you can kind of see how long it actually takes. All right, so I just about finished airing up that one tire, that first tire, and I was at like 90. It's like 93 and a half psi, and then the battery indicator light came on, and I'm not sure if it's just the battery is warm, is overheated, which I don't think it is, because it's cool outside today and the battery's not too warm. So I have a feeling that I actually drained the battery on this. So that was 16 psi, or I guess it was 14 psi is what I put in the tire, and this is a 3 amp hour 12 volt Milwaukee battery. And the battery is fully charged. I literally pulled off the charger before I left the house today, so I guess it's probably not perfectly designed for truck tires. I just wanted to test it, kind of see how it would do, which isn't the end of the world. I know for semi trucks they make a air hose attachment that you can connect to your trailer air brake air supply lines, and you can run air that way. I just wanted to see how this would work, because it's, you know, it's pretty small. You could throw it in the side box of your truck, and for like cars and stuff like that, like a little car like this would be perfect. You just throw it in the trunk, and you can easily air up your tires, no problem. But yeah, since I drained the battery, that's kind of all I got for you today. I was hoping I can get at least 2 tires aired up with 1 battery, but I guess we're not gonna be able to do that today. I do have, I will air up the other side though, just to make sure that at least the front axle is even, and then I'll touch these tires up later. But I'll put the other one on a time lapse quick, because I don't think those ones are nearly as low. So I'll throw another battery in. We'll air up the other tire. I'll put it on a time lapse, and we'll see kind of how fast this airs up. It seems to be about 1 psi a minute is about how fast it fills up, at least at these higher pressures. So I'll put a battery in, hook us up, and then put it on a time lapse. All right, so we just did that second tire. As you can see, we drained about half the battery. This thing, like I said before, it's not so bad. It does a pretty good job for, I think it was 80 bucks is what I paid for this thing. And that's with these 3 amp hour batteries that are extra. I think if you buy the kit, you get a 2 amp hour battery or like a 1.5. I have one here. You get one of these little guys. See if it'll focus on it. But like this is what comes with the kit. If you buy the kit, I didn't buy the kit, I just bought the compressor. So like I said, if you buy the kit, you get one of these little batteries, a charger, and then the actual inflator itself. And I'm sure with just a little battery, because that's a 2 and this is a 3 amp hour, so you're not really gaining that much extra juice. But with something like that, if you're looking to do car tires or pickup tires or maybe like trailer tires and stuff like that, this will work just fine, especially for like camping. This would be awesome. And it also comes with a few different attachments here on the back. So you got, you know, a ball inflator. You got this little nozzle for, I think that's for filling up like inflatable toys. And then this guy, I'm not exactly sure what you are. I wonder if this is for maybe tires as well. But they give you a few different little attachments for your inflator, which is nice. And they all store on the back here. Everything's got a little spot for it. The hose wraps up nice and compact, and then it just notches in right here, so everything stays nice and tight. And then, like you saw, the screen lights up, so when you're inflating stuff at night, you can actually see what you're doing. For the most part, it's a pretty good tool. I'll probably keep it in my truck, in my semi, and like my pickup and stuff like that. Just because it's nice to have for instance like this, where let's say I'm at a yard and my truck or my trailer tire is low, or one of them's low, I can at least put enough air in it to get me to the next truck stop where I can put more air in it to keep going down the road, versus not having anything, or you know, or like in a pickup, you know, you notice your truck's low on air or something like that, you can easily put some air in it. So it's not a bad little thing to get. There are some other options. They make like you can always buy like a 12 volt one that will plug into like your cigarette lighter, or DeWalt makes an inflator. Theirs is a little bit bigger. Theirs is more like lunchbox style, so it's about like that size. Ryobi makes a couple. They have a small one that's got like it's like a gun. So you have to hold, I think you have to hold the trigger down. And then they also have, Ryobi makes a tank compressor version of their 18 volt. But that one's really big. That one's bigger than my lunchbox here. So that would be something that you maybe want to have if you're a camper. Just because that one it fills up the tank, and then you have air, and then it turns the compressor on. And then Makita makes one that's a little bit bigger than that. And I'm sure every tool brand has their own little version of an inflator. But I think for the money and for the size, that Milwaukee one is not bad. As you can see, it's pretty small. And if you're on the road, truck driver like I am, it's nice to have something small like that. Or even camping, and just like an emergency kit. You know, saving as much space as you can, but getting the most pressure and most kind of usability out of it is nice. But that's all I got for this thing. I'll make sure to put a link in the description for where I bought it. I bought mine at Home Depot. I just bought the bare tool, but I'll put a link for the bare tool and the kit, because I think the kit's only like 20 bucks extra. But I'll put that in the link down below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.